My name is Nathan Whitaker, deported from Australia in 2022, foolishly pleading guilty to rape, supply and assault with a weapon, which I did not commit. I believe my only way to truly be free is to tell my story. This is my journey to find freedom within. Do I deserve to be free? I'll let you be the judge. Alright, here we go. Let's let this journey begin, eh? We're off to, I think we're off to Tapotupotu, something like this. I'll let you know when we get there. Yeah, so let the journey begin. Alright guys, we just pulled up to yeah, I still don't know the name, but Tapu, fuck off, I'll get it for you. Anyways, check this beach out. She is gorgeous. Yo, about to go for a swim. It's a bit cold, or a little bit windy. Sun's out, but it's a little bit windy. Hopefully it's not too cold. Just finished our swim and it was pretty cold with this. Nice, but now we've got to go jump in that freaking cold shower. But we got to get it done. Go home and have a coffee and chill out for a bit. Who knows, see what we get up to this afternoon. Figured out the name of the bay, I think. Tapotupotu Tapotupotu. That is it. Home of the Ngāti Kuri people. Man, it's beautiful out here, eh? Seriously. It'd go close to being one of the best bays I've been to, for sure. Anyways, I guess I'll give you a look at the sunset. If you want to have a little look, here we go. Check that out, boy. Told you. Oh, yeah. Whee! Kia ora, my name is Nathan Whitaker. I am the youngest brother of 5 siblings and a son to 2 parents who were married until they passed. And this is my story. I flew to Australia in 2005 and I was living a pretty good life for a while there. Working in construction and met a nice lady, everything was pretty good. That was until I was introduced to methamphetamine and that was nearly the end of it really. The beginning of the end anyway. So I've been to jail 3 times and probably served around 3 years in total. The last time for the offences that I wish to tell you about and talk to you guys about. So I was out on bail for a large amount of methamphetamine. The amount in question was probably enough, definitely enough to have me deported. The fact that I was likely to be deported for the drug charges played a really big part in my decision. Last offence happened just before I went to prison. I had known this woman for approximately 10 years, and when I met her was around the time we both started using meth together, and I even lived with her, not for long. Over those 10 years we've probably caught up a bunch of times just to get high and, do, you know what I mean. So whilst I was out on bail, I moved to an apartment in Surfers, which was probably not the smartest idea. One lonely night I decided to give her a text, see what she was up to, and she suggested that maybe we should catch up, and we did. We all know what catch up means, So we caught up several times whilst I was living in Surfers, and toward the end there, just before I had my court case, we decided that it'd probably better if I moved in with her to save money. We went back home at her place and, got high, and yeah, you know how it is. And around 3 a.m. that night, she went outside. I think she was feeling a bit sick, she said. And she was out there for about 10 minutes and comes back in and just loses it and says, "You can go fuck right off. Get the fuck out of my house," and all this kind of stuff. All this not really nice stuff. And I didn't really get what was going on. And so I proceeded to pack my stuff, and she was kind of attacking me a bit, hitting me. She's going off like crazy, and her kids wake up who are like 14 and 18, I think. Well, they were at the time, and at some stage in her going off, she yells out, "He raped me." And I just looked at her like, "Are you serious? Like, seriously, chick?" And I just laughed it off like, whatever, man. Like, I was proceeded to pack my stuff. I couldn't believe she was saying stuff like that. As I was packing my stuff up, she was sat on the floor crying, whatever she was doing. And I reached past her to grab my guitar, and as I was pulling the guitar past her, it bumps her head like pretty softly, and a guitar doesn't really weigh much, and it just bumps her head, and she's crying like, "Ha, you hit me." And I was like, oh my god, are you serious? There goes assault with a weapon. Just gather up all my stuff, not thinking that what was about to happen, and she's yelling out that I had stolen everything and stolen her phone and all this. And so out by the car, got her oldest daughter to have a look in my bags that I had, and like, I had nothing in there. I didn't have nothing to hide, so I'm like, "Here, look, have a look, man. Like, I ain't got nothing." She had a look, and she was like, "Yeah, okay." And I had to go to work that morning, so I went to work, and I didn't think nothing of it, to be honest. And then a few days later, I go to the Southport police station to sign in because I was out on bail. You could see the police officers just look at me like, "Wow, what are you doing here?" Because I had no idea she had put this complaint in, sort of thing. And so I just went, signed in as normal, and yeah, they said, "Can you come with us?" And I was like, "What's this about?" And that was the last time I seen freedom till I stepped off the plane in New Zealand. While I was locked up, I spoke to my solicitor. Begins by saying, it's not really looking good, trying to convince me that guilty is the best plea. Maybe she thought I was guilty, I don't know. And then she continues to say stuff like, because of her and her daughter's statements, which were full of lies, things did not look good. And because of prior drug charges, I was likely to be deported. I would have no criminal record in New Zealand, which did kind of play a part in my decision, thinking no one else would know. If I pled guilty, I would get time served, which didn't actually happen. I still remember that feeling when I agreed to plead guilty. Plead guilty to a crime I didn't do. I swear on my dad and mum's grave, man. I didn't do that. I just thought, man, I just want to go home, start a new life, live a good life, work hard. And I did. Always knew the past would catch up with me. And now it has, and so here we are, yeah. I suppose I'm going to tell my story, and if you don't like it, well, fuck you too. It is what it is, eh? Apologise to my family and all my friends. The trouble I've brought and the shame I've brought upon us. My family, that really hurts. To all my friends that I've made since I've been back in New Zealand. Made some really good mates and some really good dudes, man. Some real good dudes, and you just know who you are. Yeah, man, I've appreciated you guys' time, man, and yeah, it's been a blast. Some freaking great skateboarding happened, you know. Made a love for it. Now I just don't feel the love for it without you guys. Don't even feel like skating anymore. No, well, life goes on, I guess. Yeah, but sorry anyway, brothers. It's not really something I could really say, you know. Or I would have found it hard to, or who knows. What am I trying to achieve here? I've asked myself a few times, you know, and it's hard to say, really. Is it sympathy? I don't know, maybe. Understanding, probably. I think that would be a massive one. Understanding would be good if people could understand my situation and see how it was. I want to be free of the burden, that's for sure. That shit's heavy. I have to carry it every day, and I will carry it every day. But if I can lighten that load, yeah, that would be nice. So there are events that happen 6 months prior to this that play a crucial part in all of it, but I'll explain that on the next one because I just don't want it to get too confusing. Yeah, anyway, so that's the gist of it, man. Straight up. Believe it, don't believe it, I don't care. I do care, but I don't care. It is what it is, eh? I'm a bit curious as to what you guys think, you know. Am I doing the right thing? If you're watching this, yeah, can you please let me know if I'm doing the right thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? Should I just go kill myself? Fucking fuck you. Go kill yourself. I don't know. Whatever. Just let me know what you guys think. That would be interesting. Since returning to New Zealand, I've not been to see any friends or family out of shame and embarrassment. On this part of the journey, I make my way down the east coast of the North Island in search of friends, family, and hopefully inner peace. Let's hope he's not home, eh? Fuck! This is the scary uncle too. Wouldn't be surprised me if he kicks my ass. How you been?